Hey there, beautiful humans. Welcome to Old Town Yoga Online. My name's Jenna. It's Tuesday night if you're watching IRL in the moment. But otherwise, whatever moment you're having, welcome to it. I'm super excited to be sharing a restorative practice tonight. I think we're going to do some like left side, right side, bring it all together at the middle type stuff tonight. I have 2 blocks, 2 bolsters, and a blanket. So the 2 bolsters will mostly come in right at the beginning of the practice. What we're looking to do is just like create a nice kind of swaddling sensation, a cradling sensation. So if you have like a couple of pillows, that would work very well for this purpose. So yeah, grab the props that you know you have around in your house that you like to use for this practice. Take your time, and then deliver yourself down onto the mat. Let's set up where we've got 1 block on each side of the mat, kind of down low waiting. And then bring 1 big bolster, 1 big blanket on the right and on the left. And then take your blanket and fold it up so there's just like a little thin divide between the back of the head and the earth. So set that blanket down behind you. Perfect, to support the skull. And then as you're ready to come down here, head will come onto your blanket. Shoulders onto the mat. You can bend both knees, letting the knees collapse in toward each other, and then grab hold of your big pillows that you've got and kind of shove them underneath outer edges of the rib cage so that it feels like those side bodies are nice and supported, lifted up, right where they are. You can take as much time as you need to tinker with everything. If it feels good, you can allow the elbows to rest on your side support, hands on the belly or heart. Kind of experiment with what you got. Maybe it would feel better to have the arms out in a nice T position, underarms framed by your bolsters. We turn the heels out, toes in, knees catch each other at the midline. Asking the body what would most serve it, best serve it right here. If you'd like to cover up with a blanket, we're going to be here for a few minutes. So find something sustainable for you, something that you can really settle into. And once you found the shape that helps you to feel most at ease, most present in your current moment, close the eyes, relax the space between the eyes, and feel the eyes sink into the skull. Feel the forehead broaden. Feel the upper and lower teeth just barely separate. Feel the throat relax and open. And turn inward. Uniting with yourself here. allowing your awareness and your existence to fuse. What does it mean to be in this exact moment, in your body, in this shape, in this moment? In trying to answer this question, and trying to yoke the awareness with the current moment. Let's start with the physical sensations. Gently combing through the body. Just asking yourself, what's it like to be the heart space right now? The hands. The feet. The belly. Outer hips. Inner hips, lower back. The neck, the shoulders, the head. Dropping into the physical body here. You can notice which parts touch the ground or a prop. When you notice a body part touching support, allow that body part to soften. And then in trying to be present with yourself, what thoughts come forward? What kind of thought comes forward for you? Is it a thought that's become a story that's become a belief? Without any judgment, just examining these thoughts. And then maybe begin to notice the spaces in between them. and examining your present existence. Notice any emotions. After just a few moments of observation, imagining that you can take a little snapshot of all these aspects of the self. And knowing that the next time you think to take a snapshot, it'll probably look way different. And so allowing yourself throughout your practice to observe the present moment and not feel too attached to any one thing going on within it. Becoming curious about how one moment becomes the next and the next. Begin to notice the breath. Feel it in the nose. In the back of the throat. The upper chest and back. Feel it in the lower chest and the middle back. Feel the movement it causes in the upper belly. In the lower belly. And in the sides of the body. Feeling on each inhale, the ribs pressing into the support they receive from your bolsters, your pillows. Imagining that with each inhale, you can fully saturate the tissues of the body. Same way water sinks into soil. Saturating deeply all the way down, all the way out, all the way up. Feeling that breath move into each and every tissue of the body. And if it feels good and available to you, we're going to bend the right elbow, draw the right thumb to the outer part of the right nostril, just so you can close that right nostril. Closing the right nostril, breathing through the left if it's available to you. Take 10 slow, deep breaths, imagining a breath coming in through the left nostril and filling up the whole left side body.
you finished your 10th exhale, let that right arm open out to the side. Just observe. And then again, if it's available, this time we'll close the left nostril and take 10 slow, deep breaths through the right, feeling that breath against the inner right nostril, imagining it moving through the cavernous spaces of the skull, massaging the right side of the throat, blossoming in the right chest, shoulder, down into the arm and fingertips. Filling up the right side waist, back, hip, thigh, knee, calf, shin, ankle, heel, arch, toe tips, all of it. Pull it into every space. And then release every last bit of it. And after your 10th exhale, releasing the left arm and observing. And then bring both knees up to parallel and stretch both legs out long. Pull the toes towards the shins, reach through the heels, open wide through the palms, and reach the fingertips out to the sides. Pull the low belly in, and press that lower back space into the earth, reach through the crown. And then so slowly let the arms reach overhead, enjoying all those degrees of movement until palms face each other, fingertips and toe tips move away from each other. This time maybe pressing the tailbone into the mat, feeling the lower back lift up off of the earth. You can open and close the hands a few times. And then release those arms down onto your pillows. From here, bend into the left knee and then open that left knee out to the side, allowing the left thigh and knee to land on that support that you've got outside of the left hip. And if you need more support, you can bring your block in right there. So I'm going to bring a little extra fortified support for my left knee. We're opening it out to the side. We're taking this sort of like grounded tree pose. Once you've found the support that helps you to feel secure, take the arms into a cactus shape. Feel the shoulder blades soften down. Let everything go, feeling your points of contact, releasing into them. If it's feeling like that left hip is too open, you can bring your block below your bolster to prop it up higher. You could bring a blanket on top of your bolster to bring it up higher. But really take your time to support that joint properly. In our restorative practice, we send signals to the physical body, or rather, send signals to the nervous system of the body through these external forces. So we have these opportunities to bring support to the different parts of our external body. And when those parts are properly supported, they don't need nearly as much energy, electricity even. Gives that nervous system an opportunity to slow down. When the nervous system is slowed down, there are all sorts of physiological occurrences in the body that benefit us. The breath can deepen. Hormones that induce happiness, relaxation can be released. And so we create this shape. We support it fully, creating a gentle opening. And lots of space for breath, for fresh energy to rush in, for calm to prevail. And there's really no pressure here to only breathe in and out of the left nostril, but you might imagine your breath deepening on that left side. Practicing the art of generating breath, energy, prana on the left side here. Imagine breathing in through the nose, funneling that breath into that left side body, filling it up all over, and then squeezing it all out through the left nostril. Take your time. Savor that sensation. Take 3 slow, deep breaths this way. And then wiggle through just the left side fingers and toes. Lengthen that left arm out to the side. Bring the left knee up towards the sky and slowly stretch that left leg out long. Reaching through the heel, pulling up through the toes, and then softening all over. And then bend the right knee. You can rebend the left arm if you like. And then externally rotating that leg, letting the knee drop open, letting the sole of the right foot find the inner left leg anywhere you like. Bring the right amount of height beneath that right thigh, hip, knee. Watch that breath come and go in and out of the right nostril, the right side body, every cell within the right side. Last 3 breaths on the right side. Softening the belly, the face of the pelvis, the depth of that right hip. And then wiggle just the right fingers and toes. Stretch that right arm out to the side. Reach. Right knee comes up towards the sky, and then right heel slides long. Reaching through the heel, pointing upward through the toes. Reach through the crown. And then from here, we'll bring this same motion into both legs, taking a supine butterfly pose. Soles of the feet come together. Outer hips, thighs, knees supported by the props below. And then it might feel nice to bring both hands onto the body, maybe one on the heart, one on the belly if that feels nice. Taking your time to support the joints, support your tissues. Telling your body it's okay to just be. And now here, watch the breath come in and out of both nostrils, both sides of the body. Breathing is one unit. with the energetic palms placed on the body and the energetic soles of the feet pressed together. You can feel your breath, your energy moving through the nose, through each and every tissue of the body, out through those energetic spaces and back into the body, giving yourself precisely what you need here. Take 3 slow, deep breaths this way. And then wiggle the fingers and the toes. You might use the hands to draw the knees up towards the ceiling. And then hug both knees in towards the chest, gently rocking side to side, massaging the lower back against the ground. Maybe as the knees go right, the head falls right. And as the knees go left, the head goes left. And then lower both feet down onto the mat and start to roll onto your left side. And if you need to press yourself up to kind of realign your props, that's wonderful. I'm going to fold my blanket, make it into more of like a nice thick pillow for the left side of the head to rest on. Reach that left arm straight out in front of you like you're going to shake a hand, and then grab hold of your bolster, your big pillow, pull it in nice and close. Let it caress the heart, the belly. You can bend that right knee and bring it up on top of your bolster. And then I've got my block just below where my right foot can rest. So I'm going to tinker with it and get it just where I want it. Allowing that hip, side body, neck, head, foot, arm, all of it to be just where it wants to be. And then moving your props to accommodate that placement. Now reach back for that pillow behind you. And as you kind of lift the left side rib cage forward and upward, see if you can wedge that support beneath the left side of the body, but definitely press it up against the spine so you've got that cradled sensation again. And then playing with what you've got, taking your time to settle in here on the left side, noticing how your energy shifts. Relax the right shoulder. And feel that left side body melt in. And if you like it, if it feels good, think about that breath coming in and out of the right nostril, filling the right half of the body, all the way down into the tips of the toes, fingertips, up into the top of the head. Letting go of what you can here. And then take 3 slow, deep breaths. And wake up the right fingers and toes. You can push that bolster away as you take the right knee down. Take your time to roll onto the back. Moving slowly. And when you feel ready, rolling over to the right side. Right side of the head will soften onto your makeshift pillow. Right arm extends out, palm face up. Bolster comes close to the heart, belly. Bring the left knee on top of the bolster. Let that left hip bone extend down as much as you like. Adjust your block to catch that left foot just where it wants to be. Pull your pillow behind you in nice and snugly. And then watch your right side melt slowly, right? It had all that time to be open, expansive, receive fresh breath and energy. And so now we'll take a moment for things to settle, knowing they will, being patient, observing the process. And then take your time to funnel that breath in and out of the left nostril, in and out of the left side lung. In and out of the left side belly. In and out of the left side shoulder. Arm. Hand. Down into the left leg and foot and back out. Last 3 breaths on this side. And then wake up the left side fingers and toes. And from here, we'll so slowly roll and press up into a tabletop position. So making that transition in the most natural way possible with the least jarring movement possible. Trusting your body. And then coming onto the hands and knees. And then plant the palms below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Feeling that energetic space of the palm uniting with the ground, feeling the tops of the feet touching the ground. And just observing how the breath, the energy shifts. And what does the body want to do here? Allow it. Welcome it. Moving freely. Cats and cows. Neck rolls, swaying side to side or forward and back. Snaking the spine. Allowing the body to move itself. And then bring your blanket wherever you value it most. It might be beneath the ankles. It might be between the sit bones and the shins. So folding up your blanket and bringing it into a gap behind you. And then take your 2 blocks and at least one of your bolsters or your levels of support that you've got. And set up for child's pose. So bringing as much or as little support as you like. Looking maybe for contact again for the belly, heart, and face. We'll move one on each side. So starting on whichever side you like. Take your time to come down. Letting the neck be long and supple, the crown be active. Allowing the arms to soften all the way down. Adding more support or taking away support where it doesn't suit you well. Consider the shape the body would love to be in. And then build your props around that. And then maybe play with the breath a bit here. Breathe in through the entire left side and out from the entire left side. Breathe in through the entire right side. Breathe out from the entire right side. And then breathe into the whole body. And breathe out from the whole body. And then switch your gaze if you have your head turned in one direction. Lengthening the neck. Finding a neutral cervical spine. Letting go of what you can here. When you're ready, breathe in through the entire right side and out from the entire right side. In to the entire left side. Out from the entire left side. Breathe into the entire body. And release from the entire body. And wiggle the fingers and the toes and press the palms downward. When you're ready, lift up and away from your support. Taking your props off to the side. Taking any movements that sound nice here. Might feel good to come back into your tabletop and move around. You could take a downward facing dog or a puppy pose. And then when you're ready, set yourself up for final rest. Shavasana in any shape, with any prop, in any formation that you like. You might take the legs up the wall, if you've got a wall, or legs up the couch. You could create a legs up the wall sensation in the body by bringing your blocks in their tallest position, about hip width apart, and then bringing a bolster on top of those blocks. You could also bring your blanket or a pillow beneath your knees to alleviate any stress in the lower back. You can bring blocks to the soles of your feet. You can cover up the eyes. You can come onto the side of the belly if that feels more appropriate. Yogi's choice here as you set up to settle in. whatever shape you've become here. Take a look at the way that it interacts with the earth below you. Noticing which spaces actively press down into the mat, which spaces gently, gracefully rise away from it. And kind of honoring those hills and valleys. Not feeling as though you need to glue yourself down to the earth. Instead, seeing what happens when you release every outer edge, all of your edges. You can think about moving your awareness around the center of the body, feeling it disperse outward in every direction until you come to the physical limit. Outer layer of skin, hair, nail. Imagine these edges softening, blurring. Feeling your softness. And then letting it go. Let it all go. Just be.
Feel your awareness come back to your present moment, the physical, the emotional, the intellect, the breath, the energy. You can take a snapshot as you are. If you're ready to come out of your Shavasana, begin to bring movement to the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, moving freely as the breath deepens. If it feels good, you can roll to one side, maybe hug the knees in, support the head. And then press yourself up into an easy seat. In our yoga practice, we tend to, and in life in general, the yin and the yang, the hot, the cold, the work, the rest. All in the pursuit to bring the two halves, the black and the white, all opposites, together as one, unifying the self with the self. Feel your spine sitting up nice and tall, your shoulders soft, belly and jaw relaxed. Let's close out our practice of oneness with one full deep breath. Breathe in through the nose all over. Open the mouth, let it go. Bring the hands together. Namaste.